Hi, this is Garibay, and today we're going to talk about Dungeons and Dragons, and we're going to talk about Dungeons and Dragons marriages. So this whole thing blew up with Satine Phoenix and Jameson Stone, and I was shocked that nobody talked about the fact that they're married. They are husband and wife, and it is my humble opinion, looking at their relationship, that Dungeons and Dragons is the foundation of their marriage. They both set Dungeons and Dragons as an extremely important part of their lives, and they worked on projects that were Dungeons and Dragons adjacent or specific. They supported each other in their Dungeons and Dragons projects as they went forward, right? And I'm incredibly blessed. I've been married for 30 years. And one of the things, me and my wife met in church, and to this day, church is one of the most central things we do. Every week, we go to church together on Sunday. I support her in her ministry. She supports me in my ministries, at the church. Our kids are there at the church. They're coming up in the church. They have ministries in the church, powerful ministries. Frankly, I think I'm kind of shocked to say this, but my kids may have more successful ministries than me or my wife, which is pretty incredible to me. But the church is the foundation of our marriage, right? Now, I've never heard Satine Phoenix talk about God in any way or another, and I've certainly never heard Jameson Stone talk about God, but I've heard them talk a lot about Dungeons and Dragons. And if you look at the timing of their marriage, you look at their activities together, I think Dungeons and Dragons is the foundation of their marriage, right? And it's that, so for me and my wife, God, we are both growing closer to God, and then we come closer together by being closer to God, right? And I think if you look at it carefully, Jameson Stone and Satine Phoenix are doing the same thing. They're taking something and saying, first of all, they got married. That's a big freaking deal nowadays. Do you know how many people do not get married? They're just like, they skip it. They're like, I don't want the risk. I don't want to have, it's hard to be married. And people don't want to do hard things anymore. Like, it's like, give me my latte. I'm going to my, my job doing demographic marketing or whatever, like, people ain't interested in hard anymore. It's not the way it is, right? And so it's really fascinating to see this. So I think the foundation of their marriage is Dungeons and Dragons. That means we look at a Dungeons and Dragons marriage and what happens in that. Well, I've been married for 30 years, so I got a little bit of something to say on this. So this Dungeons and Dragons, Satine Phoenix, Jameson Stone, Post Malone tattoo fiasco, right, is terrible in every way but one. I've been married for 30 years. I can tell you right now, life brings trials. And right now, Satine Phoenix and Jameson Stone have a trial. It's them versus the world. And just like Murray said on Stranger Things 4, ain't nothing in the world going to draw you closer than shared drama, right? Now, of course, God will, but shared drama, that's the good stuff, man. And believe it or not, I think this could draw them closer in their marriage and strengthen them. And I am so proud of the two of them, and I'm so happy to be talking about a Dungeons and Dragons marriage, because in my humble opinion, that's what they have, right? And the reality is, boyfriend, girlfriend, girlfriend, that nonsense don't stick. That's an invitation to walk when it gets hard, right? But these two said publicly, that's the point of a marriage. They're like, I'm with you till I die. That is a vow, and it matters. And boyfriend, girlfriend, girlfriend, that nonsense don't stick, right? That is nothing, right? And it will fly away like confetti in the wind. But these two are being forged, and the reality is they're going through a hard time right now. And I'm actually kind of happy to think this is the kind of stuff that creates real marriages. And they made a vow to each other, and I think they're gonna stick up to that vow. And I'm really fascinated by the idea that Dungeons and Dragons is at the heart of this and at the center of this. And this is what I've been saying for years. D&D is more than a game. You think a game is going to draw two people together and keep them together? It don't. But these two have a shot. They have a shot. It would have been better if they had met in a church, right? And that would give them 30 years. But D&D, especially for the Lost, and I think Satine Phoenix and Jameson Stone are lost. If you have any evidence to the other side of that, let me know. But this is the best they can get, right? And if you're going to build a marriage on something, and you're not, a down, devout, faithful person, believing in the higher ups. D&D is about the best foundation you can find beyond that, right? And I'm just a little happy for these two that they're going through a trial, and I think it will draw them together, and their marriage will be stronger for it. That's my opinion. What do you think? Let me know in the comments below. Please consider liking and subscribing, and have a wonderful millennium.